Hello, David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back to another highlighting of an artist. And I want to have a little bit of a preamble before we talk about and talk to the artist that did this work today. So first of all, we've got to do an unboxing. Yes, I've got a rather large box that says it's hailing from a museum, the Maestrohsw Museum, which I'm not sure where that is from, but I believe it is Korea, based on the artist. And we are going to open this box. So we'll kind of go along the edges here. And I have not opened this up, but I have seen this because I've got to tell a little story, because of course I do. This is a story of an artist who really highlights people within the fashion community. Maybe they've done a few things, maybe they've highlighted themselves, but I was honored to be a part of that. So here before me, I've got lots of bubble wrap. This has come a very, very long way. So we're going to open this up very carefully. Okay, I just have the first level of wrapping opened, and this is already really cool. So as you can see here, that's little old me. Yeah, this wonderful artist decided to take the mod experience and some of the outfits that I've done, and this one in particular, and to turn it into one of his pieces of incredible art. But I'm noticing something that I did not expect. There's two artworks in here. So let's investigate further and see what is going on here. Okay, all right. Crazy, love this. This is all going up in my office. So this is one of his artworks that he did of the Tom Ford white suede cologne, Eau de Toilette, and of course Jack the Bulldog. So I'll take that out of the wrapper so you can appreciate that even more. But so cool, little bonus, and there's a little envelope with each of these, so we'll find out what's in the envelope. Okay, so we know what's in the envelope now. We opened it up. First of all, very cool sticker. This is from the Maestrohsw Museum, and it reads as following. The Maestrohsw Museum. Artist is Sangwon Hong, who is the artist that we're talking about and to today. The title is framed Jack the Bulldog. It is the edition 1 out of 50. So literally there's only 50 of those bulldogs in the world, and this is number 1. So this is important and amazing, and it's signed. So very cool. Let's go check out the other one. So of course this one has quite a bit of wrapping on it. First of all, the back. Not too sure what's in there, but we're going to find out. But this is really nicely done. You can see this, that must be the framer in there. And we'll open up this envelope. Again, I have not done this yet. So there's a, oh my gosh, beautiful. Just the details. And you know I'm a detail guy. So this must be, yes, this is the company that professionally framed this. This wonderful artist did not go to Joann's Fabrics and Michael's, which is probably just United States based anyway, and get any old frame. This was professionally framed piece of artwork. So we are taking off the wrappings. And we're doing this right in front of you. And I'm doing it very carefully. It has survived a significant journey. And literally, you know, quick story is when this first appeared, he didn't even tell me he was working on it. It suddenly just appeared. And we're going to carefully, because I don't want to rip anything. It's so nicely done with the sticker, and I want to keep it nice. By the way, we're using just ambient light in here. I'm trying to be sensitive to reflections on the art piece. Here it is. So here is, I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. Sangwon Hong is the artist. Okay, we're going to highlight a bunch of his things as we talk to him today. Sartorial Painting 164, David Zaritsky of the Bond Experience is the title. That's crazy and surreal. Dear David, I really appreciate your support for my works. It was a real pleasure to know you and have a chance to share my artwork with you. Hope you have a wonderful day. Best, Sangwon Hong. And little handwritten note, which is always nice. And here it is. Okay, so there's a protective wrapper on here. We're going to take that off real quick and then come right back to you. Okay, here it is. I know that there is a bit of a reflection. I apologize. We're going to get some much better visuals of this, but I just want you to see the size of this. And you can see the reflection of my office window in here. That's lovely, David. But the size of this is absolutely massive. I think it's 16 by 24. Much bigger than I expected. I expected it to be a little bit smaller, but that is so cool. It's me. Yes, it is me in the dark gray suit from No Time to Die, or it is the blue checked one. I'll double check with him when we talk to him. But you know something? Rather than just take a look at this, let's get the artist on the horn. Number one, find out a little bit about the inspiration around here, what he does, the medium that he works in, and how does he create these incredible works of art. Let's do it. Hello, David Spritsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back. We are back for another Bonding with Art. And, you know, this gentleman I have to introduce you to because he came as an amazing surprise into my Bond life. And I want to talk a little bit with him about that today. So, Sangwon Hong, welcome to the show.
Wow, thank you. Hello, David. It's really thank you for you to invite me to this amazing show. Yeah, it's yeah, it's really amazing.
Well, it's my pleasure. I mean,
Yeah,
and I've got to step back for people for a second because you know, I want to talk about how I came to know you, but one day I was thumbing through Instagram and all of a sudden, and you know, we'll put a nice picture in this video, but you could see over my shoulder right now,
yeah,
uh,
right.
this image
Mm,
came up and I had found that you, who are a very accomplished digital artist,
yeah.
had chosen me as one of your subjects. So that was just shocking to me, but wonderful at the same time. So why I have to start with the basics, like why did you choose the Bond experience?
Uh, I watched your video since like 2 or 3 years ago.
Hmm.
Because I'm really like Suit and um, James Bond series, and I was wondering what Daniel Craig wears in that specific scene in something like Casino Royale or other series. And
Mhm.
I searched it on YouTube, and your video came out. So I just watched it like accidentally, and I really fell into your videos, and I found out that your videos give me a lot of inspirations for my work as well. So I I decided to paint you someday in the future to like surprise you for thank you for your amazing videos and giving me a lot of inspirations. Yeah, so yeah, that's why I did it.
It was fantastic. It was so wonderful. And then of course I started to research, and really what you do is you take a lot of people that do fashion
Yeah,
content, creative content online, and
right.
you paint them in this venue that you do. So can you describe the process of how you created this?
Or for the tools, I'm using tablet and PC for painting my stuffs. I used to painting in acrylic and oils for like traditional ways, but when I became a professional, I choose to using PC because I love to using computers. It's like yeah, it's not don't have to tie it off and it's clean.
Mhm.
Yeah, uh, and I love people with style and men's fashion. So when I found or people or things to love to paint, and then yeah, I create them in my style and thoughts. Yeah.
And at first I thought, you know, at first glance, I thought, oh my gosh, you know, you clearly used a brush, you clearly used, I don't know if you were using acrylics or what
Uh,
it was. And then I found out you're basically using, like you said, a computer and a
yeah,
tablet and some
right.
Photoshop and Illustrator and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's mesmerizing to see this, but I'm not the only one that's noticed this. You've been in magazines, you've been
Mm,
in museums.
right.
So how did this all explode? Because you clearly were noticed.
I think I uploaded my works on my social medias like for like 6 or 7 years ago on Instagram and Facebook. Then people liked my work, and the companies came to me to collaborate with, or so my projects are grow. So I think so they knew me, and yeah, I keep growing up and doing a lot of stuff related to fashion or lifestyle brands, things like that.
I noticed the brands have really gravitated to you, and even in your website, which will show an
Yeah.
image up here,
Mm,
a lot of different brands, a lot of different content creators that
mm,
follow fashion. But we've got to go back to James Bond because you also
mm,
sent me a really cool visual of, Jack the Bulldog
ah,
from
yeah, right.
Skyfall. So,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
which Bond do you
Mm.
really connect with? Which one do you look at as a fashion icon?
I think every James Bond actors are, I think, really amazing, and I like especially Daniel Craig, of course, my generations,
Sure.
maybe I think. But yeah, I think I like all James Bond. They
So
are
it's
really
probably
great.
no accident that you're wearing a Tom Ford suit right
Ah,
now,
yeah,
right?
that's right. That's right.
Daniel Craig's personal favorite, absolutely.
Right.
So how is it working with museums? Do they come to you and do they want certain themes, or do you pick the images in the museum?
It depends on what project or what occasion.
Hmm.
Sometimes they gave me a theme, or sometimes they just pick one of my work and want to exhibit. So I think yeah, it depends on what project or what occasion.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So you've turned this into a job. I mean, this is kind of what's paying the rent right now, what you do.
Right. Right. Yeah. Right.
And have you been approached by people to literally have them say, "I need you to make a picture of me"? Do you?
Yeah, yeah. I got a lot of messages like that. But yeah, recently I have a lot of commission work, so it's really hard for me to doing for like kind
Yes,
fair. Yeah, but
as a
yeah,
gift or pleasure or
yeah,
things like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Not that much recently.
That's perfect. And now we've got to go backwards a little bit because where are you located? You're
I live in Incheon. It's
hmm.
really close to Seoul,
Oh,
Korea,
okay.
South Korea. Yeah.
And what
Have you
time is
ever
it?
been to Have you ever been to South Korea, David?
I have not. No,
Ah,
no. I
really?
hear
Really?
there's
Oh.
some true beauty.
Okay.
Have you
I
been to the United
yeah.
States?
I also never been to America, so I really want to visit there someday.
Oh my gosh, you've got to come over. I mean, once obviously the restrictions are
Yeah,
lifted,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. It's more.
you're
Yeah.
more than welcome. I'll show you around James Bond's New York City, and
Wow.
yeah, I live somewhere between Philadelphia and New York City. So if you
Ah,
do get over here, let me know, and I can show you around. You can see the
wow.
museum.
Wow. I really want to see your collections and
Yes.
amazing stuffs.
Well, you have an open invite for sure.
Mm,
When you're
wow.
ready to pack up and head over here to the States, you got to let me
Wow.
know
Wow.
for sure.
Yeah, I will let you know when I visit USA.
Perfect,
Right.
perfect. Well, listen, thank you so much for coming on today. By the way, what time is it there?
It's 11 p.m. right now.
So it's almost time for you to go to sleep.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, what about you? Is it morning in the morning?
Yeah, it's like
Ah,
10 o'clock in the morning.
ah,
It's yeah,
great.
I've been awake for hours.
Wow, that's great.
That's no problem.
It's really hard for me to choose the right time for us because we have quite a different time. So, right.
We do. but we
Right.
finally found the moment to do this. But
Right.
thank you again. Thank you for this. Thank you for everything, and thank you for being on the show. This is great
Yeah.
just to explore other artists that really connect with James Bond, but also connect with the Bond community, and that means a lot.
Yeah, yeah. I'm really thank you for giving me a chance to talk with you.
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
Of course. Well, now you get to get changed out of that outfit and get into like pajamas or something,
Right.
bedclothes. All
Thank
right,
you so
Sangwon,
much.
thank you so much for coming to the show.
Okay, thank you.
This has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. We'll see you real soon. Take care. Thanks for watching this episode. If you want to be up on the latest from the Bond Experience, just click on this subscribe and subscribe to our channel. You're going to get all the latest and greatest information, plus some exclusive content. And by the way, speaking of content, here's something especially for you, just because we know you. Talk to you soon.